Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to hear it from me today. It's not like I know a lot, but I think I know something small that can tantamount to something that can help Africans. I just want to start by saying, why is it that it is very difficult for Africans to have the unity in their heart? Yes, we have a very difficult thing in our mind and in our gene and in our body that we cannot help each other. We cannot stand in for each other. We cannot support each other. Even in the family members, even in a family itself. You might have a family members who are very rich, they have a lot of money, and they have all what it takes to make sure they progress in life. But they end up dying nobody. Why? Because of jealousy, because of greed, because of lack of unity, because of lack of humanity in them. That's what makes African unique from other countries, other people in other countries and other nationalities. In an Indian persons, for example, if you go to like any part of the world, go to Canada, we have a state that is full of Indians. Go to US, we have full area which is full of Indians. And they own those properties. They are not just like renting, they own those properties. If you go to UAE, many Indians are here in UAE and they own so much properties and businesses. If you go to any other countries, Germany, UK, wherever it is, almost there's a state that is full of Indians and they have properties that they own and they live there. It's difficult to differentiate whether they were born there or they came just. Now when you look around, Africans, you'll see a few Africans in a Porsche cars, living in a nice apartments, but they're renting. They might have bought the car, but the house they're renting. The person might be living with his wife and family, but no brother, no sister, no relatives living with them. Now that's where the problem comes. An Indian person will go, if he has money, he will go and buy a property, for example, a house. He will set it up, put all his money there. Now when a friend comes, he will bring a family member, live with me, you pay me little, but you're living with me. This house I paid with my money, but you're also paying me to live in my house. Then later by later, we will collect this money that you're paying with me and buy another property next to me, and that makes you to become the owner of those properties. The same generation continues, and that's where you'll find they own a full estates. If you go to Kampala, where I come from, Uganda, there's a place called Old Kampala. It's full of Indians. You think by dreams? You think they came there by visions? They were not born there, they just came. One person came, bought a land, built a house, brought his relatives, brought his friends, and now it's a family and a generation of Indians full in that place. An African guy would leave his brother and his sisters and his mothers to rot in a village in poverty when he's living in Kampala enjoying the full life with his children. And when problem comes, God forbid he died, there will be nothing for him. His children will have nothing because he lives his life renting houses, did not build for himself. If he built a house that he lives in with his family only. Because of greed, he want to put the best for his family just to live. But can't you think of it? What will your generation comes after you benefit from? If you look at Mukwano, came from India, set up a business in Uganda. Now, all Indians identify themselves with Mukwano. Look at Meta School, they came and set a business. Now Indians identify themselves by Meta. Look at Madivani, set up business in Uganda, lived in Uganda, brought so much of the Indians to work in Uganda and live in Uganda. Now Indians look up to him as a person. Look at Sudhir Ruparelia. He lives in Uganda, build properties. He's the property owner in Uganda. He actually almost owns Kampala. But ask yourself, how do the Indian look at him? They look at him as a founder. Now this identity is lacking in Africans because we are greedy. We have too much self-belief that we cannot help each other. Because if I help you, you'll progress more than me. You might be better than me, which is good. Help me. Let me be better than you. And I do something better than what you've done, because what you've done for me was the best. Now, if I do something better than you, the people who are coming after me will also say, Bosco has done something good, and I have to do something better than his. Now, that is how you progress. You find someone is owning a property in Uganda, Kampala, and does not even have a house in the village. He lives a posh life in the city, has nothing to do in the village. In UAE, you see Africans, the Nigerians, they are driving posh cars because their fathers have brought them to live in UAE. They're stealing money from Africa, sending it to UAE. Now, this is what I call stupid. You do corruption in Africa, take the money and bring it to UAE, and people will enjoy it. It will develop the economy of UAE. But your economy is collapsing. Why? Because you're taking the money away, and you're not developing anything in your country because of fear that they will scrutinize you and get you. Let's wake up, Africans. Let's have the solidarity. Let's build up generation. Let's have Africans identified with some Africans who has lived as icon, not in education only, not in profession only, but in the humanity, to help and build some people whom they might not know, but they go through them to make sure they are better. You have a brother in US, but he cannot help you. Not even just a mere invitation for a visit, then you work on your visa and go and visit him, then come back. He cannot do that because he knows if you go there, you might get a job and get a home, a place to live, and you'll be better than him. And that is the problem to him. Not knowing that if I am with you, in case the problem come to you, I'll be there to help you. If in case problem come to me, you'll be there to help me. And that's how a family and a solidarity should come. That's what Indians have. That's what they have, and they have no fear. They are resilient. An Indian man would go to a US without even money. As long as he secure the visa and he secure the ticket, he will leave. Because when he go there, his colleague will support him until he gets settled to his down, and then he will start helping also each other. Let us help each other. Let us stop the greed away. Let us come together. Let us unite. Imagine you have a family of 10 people living outside. Each of you contribute $100 every month. In 1 year, that's how much? In 1 month, that's $100. That is $1,000. In one, that is in 1 month. In 1 year, $1,000 times 100 times 12. That's how much? That is $120,000. What can $120,000 do? It can buy a property in Kampala that you can set up for your children to start, for your family to start, and or you can start a commercial building. The money you get from there can develop and buy another property, and you develop it. This will be a cross-generation emergency. I appeal to all Africans. Let's help each other. You are there sitting in a big office, your fellow African comes for an interview, and you are in the office, you just ignore him. You speak to him in English instead of using your language. You speak to him in a language that he is not comfortable, and yet you can speak to him in a language that he understands well, and they do. Indians are not educated. Most of them, they're laborers, but they are doing good job. They're employed in good jobs. They're doing it for them. They don't know how to speak English, but they do the job. Very good job in good offices. So how comes Africans are educated and they cannot do this? They cannot stand in for each other. Some people have bachelor's degree, they're cleaners. Some people have bachelor degrees and they are helpers. Why? Because there's no one to stand for them to make them get these opportunities. Even home in your country, in Uganda, people are working, earning money, but who are they? first family, friends of first family, relatives of friends of first family, and so on and so forth. If you don't know anyone, you'll die poor. Let's stand for our nationality. Let's support each other. Let's open avenues for all of us to settle somewhere at least. And unite. Let's throw this difference away. Let's throw this jealousy away. I say this for good and my country. I know this is sounding very stupid, but I thought I should share it with you people. It's really important to have unity. I feel the pinch, and you feel the pinch too. And it's about time we have to stop this and start acting maturely to support each other, to progress. God bless you all. And thank you for listening. If there's anything you want me to talk about, please don't mind. Hit that button and ring it. I'll get it on. Share the video, share the video, share the video. And you'll never regret it. Thank you so much. Ciao, ciao. Prince Aika, bye. One love.